This video covers the IGCSE Biology Objective 4.1.4b on the 2025 CAIE syllabus to describe the structure of a DNA molecule with chemicals called bases. So let's first talk about the organization of DNA. So if we take our double helix, that ladder, and we untwist it, it's going to show three different parts which make up a nucleotide. So the first part is the phosphate, and we are already familiar at least with the name phosphate. We've seen phosphates in cell membrane. Remember, it's called a phospholipid bilayer, and the round structure that makes up the outside parts of the bilayer are phosphates. So again, we're going to see phosphates here. The second part is what we call the nitrogenous bases, and these make up the rungs of our DNA ladder. And thirdly, we have a deoxyribose sugar that forms the outer sides of the ladder along with the phosphate. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, there is another nucleic acid called RNA that is ribonucleic acid, and so this sugar would be a ribose sugar in place of the deoxyribose sugar, and that is the one of the differences between DNA and RNA. Again, at this point, it's not necessary for you to really concern yourself with anything more than that. All right, so let's take a look at the bases of DNA. So the bases are these chemical strands that form the rungs of the DNA ladder. So this is what's going to run across the two sides of the ladder. Remember, the sides of this DNA ladder are made up of phosphate and deoxyribose sugar. So the rungs that form the horizontal portion of the DNA are things called bases. And there are 4 different bases in a DNA molecule. Now these are pictured here by color and some specific type of shape that we'll get into a little bit later.